What up, guys? Today I'm gonna show you how I'd set up my DIY cold plunge setup. But this is what we're working with right here. This is my simple DIY cheap setup. This is just a cheap vinyl tub that I bought off the internet. This specifically is a new Recover brand. Brand don't really matter, but that's what I got. And then here is my chiller here. So you can see this is a Penguin chiller. I don't remember what horsepower. I believe it's half a horsepower, but this is what we're working with. So sorry, the sun is obnoxious right now. As you can see, this is the valve coming out of the tub. And then right here I have a pre-filter. This is a pre-filter I bought off Amazon, and I will put all the links in the description. You can get them, check them down below. This is a pump. I don't remember the exact name, but I will put it down in the description. And these are just regular black tubes that I bought and have them hooked up there. And as you can see, water's coming out here, because this one don't have another valve for me to hook to. So I just have the tub going. I just have this tube going straight into the tub, and I have thermometer, and right now I have it set to 50 degrees. That's as cold as I have it right now, and that works good for me. And then over here I have a GFI adapter, as you can see here. So this is just for, so you don't electrocute yourself. You can hit this button, turn power on or turn power off. And I actually unplug mine all together out the wall when I get in. I leave it plugged up, but just for that rare occasion where I may get electrocuted, I just, on the safe side, I just unplug mine, just because it gives me that it makes me feel better when I unplug it. So I do that when I get in, and then I'll just plug it right back up when I get out. You don't have to do that, but if you want to be extra cautious, extra safe, you can do that, and that's what I do. So basically all I do is just plug the chiller into the wall. I plug the pump into the wall. It's actually has a cord too. So the water will come out of the tube here, into the pre-filter, into the pump, up the tube, into the chiller, comes out the chiller, and then this just wraps around to the back side and comes out here. So that's all it is to it. It's pretty simple, and I will tell you how much I paid for all this at the end. And then it just comes with a nice little mat, and I actually have it on these little rubber tile floor thingies. I don't even know what you call them. It's just a rubber mat that I put under there just to make it everything. Just keep the wood on my back porch from getting wet all the time. And now I do have this on my back porch, so it is outside. It is not in closed doors. So if that's a question that you have, yes, you can have it outside. I leave mine outside, and I leave it plugged in all the time so it stays cold all the time. That way I can hop in whenever I want to. And I live in Alabama, where it's pretty hot all the dang time. So with that chiller, it keeps everything cold. Like, you don't have to worry about it getting hot or running up your power bill. Honestly, I haven't seen the difference in my power bill at all since I started running that. And it's been running for a good bit now, and it don't really use that much power, because it don't stay on 24/7. It only stays on long enough for the water to cool down to the temperature that you have it set to. And this one will go down all the way to 39 degrees, I believe. I just have it at 50 right now because I think that's pretty cold, but I am going to start lowering that a little bit at a time. But yeah, once it gets to that 50 degrees or whatever degrees you have it set to, it will cut off, and then it will just cut back on every now and then just to keep it cold. And it's really not much to it. It's very simple. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention, you will have to go and buy these brass adapters for your chiller, whatever you have specifically. So mine, this actually was a 1/2 inch. This is a 1/2 inch female, so I had to get an adapter to go from a 1/2 inch female, or I had to get a 1/2 inch male to a 3/4 male to go right here. And then this is 3/4 to 3/4, so I got a 3/4 male to a 3/4 male adapter, that brass adapter there. And then this, another adapter here. This is just a 3/4 female adapter to a male barb. So this just takes a barb to go in here. It don't actually screw, it just sticks straight in there. And then these are actually 1/2 inch. So this is a 1/2 inch adapter, male adapter to a barb. But those adapters are going to be very specific to your chiller and to your setup. So you have to look at what size fittings your chiller and your tub takes, it's not gonna be the same for everybody. It's gonna be different. And I actually learned this by mistake. I actually had to send my adapters back a couple times because I got the wrong size. So do your due diligence, research which sizes you need, male or female, to make sure you get the right ones before you order them, because you end up doing what I did, have to send it back a couple times. But yeah, if you buy a whole setup online nowadays, most of the times they'll send you all the adapters and things that you need. But if you're doing a DIY system like I set up, save a little bit of money, then you're going to have to buy them yourself. So let's go through the price of what I paid for everything. So for the tub itself, I think I did like a bundle. It came with a lid, it came with, so you can see the lid over there, it came with the thermometer, it came with an ice pack, like some things you can make ice with, and it came with a seat, and it also came with this other lid over here that you can see as well. I think all in all, I think I paid about around $100 for it, maybe like 80 bucks. You can get these on sale. I wouldn't pay $100 for this kind of tub. You can get them cheaper than that now, like 60 bucks on Amazon, or you can even look on Temu. They have them on Temu as well now for like 30 bucks if you just want this. But I would not recommend getting this one because it only has one spout coming out. You want to get one with two spouts. You want to get one that has another spout up here. That way you can do your out and your in into your tub. So that way you don't have to do it like I did. So eventually I'm going to replace this tub, and I'm going to get one that connects back over here. That way I don't have to do this. This is not ideal. But hey, I was working with what I got. I already had this tub when I set the chiller up, so I just use it and it works for me. But I would advise don't get that one, get one, because now they make them where it comes out right there. So yeah, I got about 80 bucks, 100 bucks or so into this. We'll just say 80 for now. The chiller I actually got for free. So a friend of mine had it. He let it freeze overnight and the pipes busted in it. So he gave it to me because it didn't work. So I got my brother to fix it for me. So I didn't have to pay anything to fix it, for the chiller. But if you wanted to buy that chiller, I want to say it's going to cost you around $600 to buy that chiller. But they have different options now to where you don't have to buy that. You can get cheaper chillers. Look up chillers on Amazon, or look up even aquarium chillers. So you can get aquarium chillers for a little bit cheaper. You can even go 1/4 horsepower or 1/2 horsepower, and I think that's just fine. It's very hot in the climate that I'm in, and the 1/2 works just fine for me. I don't think you really need the full 1 horsepower chiller. You can get a 1/2 or 1/4, and I think you'll do just fine, depending on how big your tub is. My tub's not that big, so I don't really need a very big chiller. If you have a lot bigger tub, you may need to upsize your chiller. So technically I have $0 into my chiller. Now for the tubing, I want to say I bought a 10-foot roll of tubing, and it was like 20 bucks. I bought all the brass fittings. I want to say I have about $30 in brass fittings, maybe $20, because I bought them on Amazon, so I had to pay, all the shipping and tax and stuff. But you can probably get those a little cheaper. And then the pre-filter that I bought right there, I think it was $25 on Amazon. And then again, the pump actually came with the chiller. So the friend of mine that gave it to me, he gave me the pump as well. I don't remember exactly how much those pumps cost. I will link it down in the description below, and you can see how much they cost. I want to say they're around 60, 80 bucks maybe. I may be completely off on that, don't quote me. But yeah, so all in all, I got about 150 bucks probably in my whole setup. So I know I got lucky with the chiller. The chiller is going to be your most expensive part, and your pump's probably going to be your second most expensive. I got lucky with these and got them for free. I just had to do a little work and fix them. But yeah, all in all, I think you can get a chiller for about $400. You can get the pump for, we'll just say, $100. So all in all, you can be like, if you bought it all brand new, you could probably be around $500 to $700, depending on what all you buy. So you can do it on a budget if you really want to. Buy used. Look on Facebook Marketplace. That's what I would do. Look at Facebook Marketplace, and there's probably going to be a whole setup on there. You can just buy the whole setup from somebody, or you can buy bits and pieces. You can buy a chiller from somebody, buy the tub from somebody, and then as you go, since it's a DIY, you can upgrade it as you go. So if you want to get a new tub, like I'm going to get a new tub eventually, so I'm going to upgrade that, and then maybe one day, if this chiller ever gets out, I'll have to get a new chiller. So you can upgrade it as you go. The only other thing you want to think about buying is you want to buy some cleaning supplies, and that's one thing I have struggled with. I have struggled with keeping this thing clean. I'll be honest, like, I'm not the best at keeping it clean, so I've just been emptying the water out completely, like once a week, and refilling it. I know that's not ideal. I would like to find a way to keep it clean better. If you have any ideas, please drop it in the comments. How do y'all keep y'all's cold plunges clean? I really need some help with mine. I've been putting some hydrogen peroxide in mine. I haven't experimented with anything else though. That's all I've been doing. I have the pre-filter. I mean, you'll see a lot of cold plunge setups that have filters. They'll put drops in the water. They got all kinds of solutions. I just really haven't experimented with any of those. I'm sure they probably would keep it clean if I would do that. If you have a tried and true method, y'all let me know in the comments. How are y'all keeping y'all's water clean? Because I've just been emptying it once a week, and really this tub is only like 30-40 gallons maybe. It's not much at all, and I don't fill it up all the way, so it's really not that much water, and it don't take long to empty it and fill it back up once a week or so when the water starts to get a little dirty. So yeah, that's my DIY setup. Hopefully y'all can use this as a little inspiration for your DIY setup. This is doing it on a budget. I really didn't want to spend a bunch of money on doing a setup because I didn't know if I would stick to it. I didn't know if I would keep doing it, but I've been doing it every single morning as soon as I wake up, right before I go to the gym every day. And I ain't gonna lie, it kind of sucks getting in it every morning because you're getting out of a warm, cozy bed and hopping into a freezing cold tub. It's not the most fun, but when I get out of it, I'm glad I did it. Like, you feel good once you get out. It's just hard making yourself get in it. That's the only hard part. Yeah, I like it so far, and I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm training for a 100-mile ultra marathon right now, so I'm doing a lot of running. So this is great for recovery. For after my runs, I come home and I hop in. That's another reason I keep it running all the time, because I'm cold plunging in the morning, and then I'm also cold plunging after my long runs. I'll get in there again to try to help with recovery and inflammation and stuff. So there's all kinds of benefits when it comes to doing a cold plunge. I'm sure you've already researched them a little bit if you're watching this video, but if not, go look up benefits of cold plunge. You'll find all kinds of cool things out there as to why you should or shouldn't do it. But yeah, y'all let me know how y'all keeping y'all's cold plunges clean. If you got any questions, drop them down in the comments. I love to help you out the best I can. I'm no expert by no means. I just started doing this like a month and a half ago. So this is my setup that I've been rocking with, and it's been working so far for me. It's keeping my water cold, and yeah, that's about it. If you want to tune in to my 100-mile journey, or if you want to watch any of my other videos, I did Ironman, bodybuilding show. I do a little bit of everything, fitness. So y'all check it out. Go ahead, watch this video right here. Peace, love, protein. We out.